Hello friends, in today's video we are going to be creating a vertical veggie bed. We've been wanting to utilize more of our outdoor space back here for growing food, and that is what we intend to do today. Thankfully we've got some gorgeous sunny weather. We've also got a ton of pollen, so forgive my runny nose and or sneezing, but we've got a lot to do, so let's get started. Welcome to the right side of our backyard, a long stretch that is in need of some interest. When you're working with a smaller space or section, one of your best options is to go up. And that's exactly what the goal is with this vertical garden. To begin this project, we dug the holes, well, David's digging the holes for the ties, and these timber ties are going to be our posts that we're going to be attaching the boxes to. We ended up going with 3 planter boxes, and in each of those boxes we're actually going to be putting herbs inside. So it's going to be a vertical herb garden. This side of the yard has been begging for something big and bold to happen, and I really do think that this is the beginning of something fun and beautiful to add a lot of interest to this side of the yard. After setting the posts, we took the measurement of between the posts to determine how long that box was going to be, and then David already had the width that he had in mind for each of the boxes. I'll be sure to put all the specifications in the description box if you're interested in those details. Okay, posts are in.
I had to measure.
One box is built, two boxes are built.
One box is only built.
One box is built.
And here we go. So I measured from the top down 64 inches. And then I'm going to go to my next spot, which is 24. And I just put these little holders here to help me anchor it. And I'm just going to drill right into my sides.
Wonderful. Planter box, vertical planter box, or vertical veggie bed, I think I called it earlier, but we're actually just gonna keep herbs in here. So we've got some chives in the other bed that I think I'm gonna transplant and put here, maybe something else. And then here's the layout for this row. And then the top actually is 3 separate boxes. So we're gonna go with some mint in the middle, and then, you know, I may be able to just take that apart a little bit if there's an extra plant or 2 in there. We'll see, but we've got some other things I could potentially put in there too. But then that will be our herbs. And what I think I'm gonna do with this extra space here is create a smaller bed to house some of my climbing veggies. So I might do a cucumber here or beans, and then right over here we're gonna keep this space free, that way we can walk up to it. So we're gonna keep that free and then do another box here. We've got some sunflower actually growing because of the bird seed that's above. So I think I might keep it light over here. I don't know. I guess we'll have to figure that out if I want to do two, because I'd love for those to grow in. There's some other flowers over here too, but decisions. But I think that would look good to kind of anchor it there on the sides. It's about 4 hours later from when we started, but with the two little ones involved, there's a lot of stopping and starting, but we are all done with this. David is all done with this, I should say, because I was supervising. And now I'm going to put some soil in, put the herbs in, but I am feeling that kind of wanting to stop, but I know I should probably just push through and get these in because I want to take advantage of this beautiful day. And we never know with spring if it might just be totally raining tomorrow, but we'll see. Sorry, there's constant construction around here. Anyway, for this last little box up top, I think I want to try this. My husband got it from Dollar Tree. He was quite curious about it. I've heard not great things about them, but I think he was willing to give it a whirl. So we're just gonna stick this in that top bed. Oh, okay, so that goes in, just that. Let me read the directions. Okay, upon reading directions, you do just place the herb rocket in the loosened soil. Then we'll make sure the soil's at the top rim and water it. Okay, my tripod is not cooperating as well with this top box. So you're currently propped up on my foot a little bit. Hopefully it's not too wobbly. Okay, let's experiment. This is fun. Here's our little rocket. Looks a little not like it does in that picture. So we're gonna put that in like so. Oh gosh, why does that look? You know what? We're not gonna overthink this. Here. Do. Soil's at the top, and then we'll water it and wait for some germination. Five hours later, that's it for today. We'll finish the rest tomorrow, hopefully. It's a couple of days later and our herbs are looking awesome. I'm going to be moving one to the middle. I think it was the mint, just because it's a little bit more robust and just visually will look better in the middle bed that's up top. So I'm gonna move that, and then I'm gonna figure out what we can add to this structure to just, you know, give it a little more pizzazz, because that's just what I like to do back here with all of those wonderful thrifted things that I find. So we're gonna brainstorm on that and then hopefully add some of it to our planter box today. The sun is almost directly overhead, so even with my sunglasses on, I still kind of need a little cover. I definitely need to get out my gardening hats for the year. Something else I wanted to mention though is I had originally thought of putting 2 more veggie beds over here, so right on the ground, next to this planter box. However, I've changed my mind and I'm going to be planting or sowing some seeds for flowers. I have some amazing zinnia flowers, some from my mom that she's grown in Florida, and hers are stunning. And then it was another pack that we had purchased sometime, I want to say last summer or maybe spring, and never planted. So honestly, I don't even remember. It might have even just been this fall. So anyway, I've got a ton of those seeds, and I thought it would be really cool to put them in the ground versus a couple of more veggies. Although we want to grow some more food over here, I just really want those beautiful zinnias growing in. And then if I have left it in there, I was telling you about the bed right down here where there are some sunflowers that are going to be popping up. So that way I don't need to disturb those flowers and we can just have a really pretty flower bed. Over here was where I wasn't sure, because we're going to have some sunflowers and such growing in, and rather than disturbing all that, I'll just add to the mix, you know, why not? And I think that'll look really pretty, give us some color. Over here, I've got to clean this bed up, but this is something I did in the fall, and I'm so excited. I see my beautiful purple flowers coming back, as well as this bush that I had transplanted, and it's looking bushy, but it's not a bush. I want to say it's salvia. I'll double check on that. What's going to be really fun about this spot is I've got all those lovely shades of purple growing in. And then right over here we have our Willy Wonka factory, chocolate factory birdhouse with all the little things. And honestly, I think some of the birds are starting to gather some of the pine straw and things in there. I'll have to show you. But just beyond that, there's wisteria that's blooming back here in the background. So there's going to be a lot of purple going on over here, and that really was the goal and the vision for all of this. So this whole area here is going to give this really cool purple scape, and then so I think with our colorful flowers here, we'll be able to tie more of that color in. Also, David had painted this with chalk paint to keep score for the dartboard that was here. Visually, is it great? No, but I'm not quite sure what to do with it. I don't really know how to get it off other than just painting over it. But you know, maybe he could sand it off. That's an idea. All right, back to the mint business. Okay, that's it. I think I found what I intend to use. It's a choo-choo. Over there, yes. These two pieces came together and I got them last summer from St. Vincent de Paul, and they were attached. And they've been waiting in the wings for their chance to shine, and I think this project is going to be that. He wants to measure it. You're gonna measure it? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's see how big it is. Ooh. Oh, keep going. And be careful with your fingers. After reviewing the footage, no. None of those are gonna work. Neither of those are going to work. Too small, and that top just, it kind of is a statement on its own unless I maybe hang some things from it. So we're gonna remove that. Let's plant those zinnia seeds. Well, friends, sometimes you just have to be a little crazy and remove everything in order to be able to see the bigger picture. I'm trying to visualize the bigger picture and what I want that to look like, but I think I am just gonna need some time to sleep on it. So for now, let's get a look at what I've done over here, and then I think I am gonna add some signature solar lights to the bottom just to kind of create a loose bed or frame for where the zinnias are going to grow in. But my goal is once they do all start to grow in, I just really want it to be very free flowing over there, more cottage style. And then that's also why I took out those cement blocks, because again, I'm just going to let those daisies grow up. I'm going to be moving my propagation station and really allowing this to take the feature. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What else do you think could go over here to complement this? Do we leave it as is? Please share your thoughts. I hope today's video has inspired you to begin a project. You don't always have to have the answers right away. Just getting started can be fun, and it really does just begin that creative process. If you enjoyed the video, hit the hype button if you're on your phone, and if you're watching from the TV, click like. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.